Chapter 11. Thankfully, I didn't stay in the bar scene for too long. It lasted about a year or so. It stopped because I met Kelly, my present wife. I did not know Kelly was going to be my wife when I first met her. It wasn't love at first sight. I just thought she was hot and decided to ask her out. I had met her through a friend of mine. He was actually dating her at the time. They would come to the bar and listen to us play music, and we would also hang out together at each other's houses. This gave me and Kelly the opportunity to get to know each other, but only as friends. I did not desire to be with Kelly while they were dating. I was actually dating another girl at the time. It wasn't until after my friend broke up with her that I even considered asking her out. It was perfect timing, too, because I was feeling a little lonely. My girlfriend and I had just separated also. I had decided to do the right thing, and I called to ask my friend if he was okay with me asking Kelly out, since they had just recently separated. He said he didn't care, and we hung up the phone. He called me back soon after, and he said he changed his mind. He didn't want me to ask her out because he might get back with her again. I told him that I was just trying to be considerate and that I was asking her out anyway. We haven't been friends since that day. Our first date was to Olive Garden. She was going there that night with some of her girlfriends she danced with at the dance school and had asked me if I wanted to come and meet her there. I ended up being one of only 2 guys at the table, which felt a little awkward, but I just sat there quietly listening to all the dance gossip, pretending to be interested. While I was sitting there, I had a thought. I decided that I would pay for everyone's food at the table. That would surely get me some points with her and her friends, I thought. So I did, and of course it worked. It also helped that I was a pretty good-looking guy back then. I spent many hours in the gym and the tanning bed. I was also a very good car salesman, so I knew how to sell myself. I had plenty of money, good looks, and I knew how to make a good impression. What more could a girl want? Oh, and I was also the lead singer in a band. It was just too easy. After the restaurant, we all came back to the house my band buddy and I rented. We played some drinking games and hung out for a while. As the night drew to a close and everyone started leaving, I had one thought on my mind: getting Kelly to stay the night with me. To my surprise, she just tucked me into my bed and told me goodnight. No matter what I said, I could not get her to stay, and she left. Wow, I thought, that was a first. Of course, that made me desire her even more. Kelly was not the typical girl that I had met up to that point in my life. She was different. When we had first met, I did not know what made her so different, but I knew something did. She seemed to have a genuine kindness and gentleness inside of her. There was something humble about her. She wasn't prideful or arrogant. She wasn't selfish. Her personality wasn't fake. She was not like any of the other girls I had been with. I didn't know it at the time, but something very traumatic had happened to her in her childhood. Something that would end up affecting her for most of her life.